Hey guys, Eric here to talk about Daredevil Season 2's 11th episode, which is called 380. That's a hell of a lot of numbers for you. But this is also full spoilers, so here's your warning. We're going to go into some big stuff that happened in this episode if you haven't seen it. Episode 11, called 380, Season 2 of Daredevil. Still with me? Okay. So I really like this unlikely friendship dynamic they have with Karen Page and Punisher. And I want to talk about that because I just think going into the season it would seem like very sort of outlandish, and yet they make it work. And here they have some very interesting moments together. They have a bonding scene sitting in a diner where Punisher is giving love life advice to Karen about Karen and Matt. That could be ludicrous. It could play really goofy. It doesn't. That's a testament to the writing. It's a big testament to the acting, to John Bernthal's performance as Punisher, because there is the humanity to this man. What they're tapping into there, the writers, is the fact that this is a guy who, of course, had a love of his life, and he lost her and his children. So he's got that in him, and remembers it. So I really like that scene of him, kind of giving her love advice because it comes from a real place for the character. And you can buy that it's the same guy that we're seeing mercilessly kill people before and after also has this, in him, this sort of melancholy, don't let that go because he's lost, that sort of great love that he sees as a potential here. On the flip side, of course, there is a moment of great Punisher violence, a couple actually in this episode, but, the one I want to talk about specifically is Punisher goading those guys into the diner and, then telling Karen, oh yeah, there's a bunch of guys about to come in here, I'm going to kill them. That was really cool too because we've been showing how Karen, the showrunners, had shown how Karen was on Punisher's side a lot more. She and Matt had a big argument about that, about the fact that she could sort of see where he's coming from and see the justification maybe in what he does. But there's a big difference between thinking that and then being there and viscerally experiencing it. And I thought that scene did a great job of that, because when she's hiding in the kitchen and she doesn't see it, she sees the aftermath, but she hears it. She hears the gunshots, she hears the stabbing noises. Kudos to the sound effects guys on this show. And it all hits home for her, terrifies her in a way that felt very genuine. Again, that idea that you can think something has an abstract idea, but if you put it right in front of you or an earshot, you might change your idea on it. So I thought that was really cool as well. So yeah, really like this Frank-Karen friendship, which I did not see going into this season. I think it's a really cool part of the show, and this episode really tapped into that. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you thought in the comments. For plenty more on Daredevil, go to IGN.com, where we've got episode reviews up for all 13 episodes, a full season review, interviews with the cast, and plenty more.